Well, hey there. Happy Wednesday and welcome to Quick Five History Live. Tonight we are pleased to present two different shows in one. We will roll out our robots for two exciting rounds of digital speed painting. First featuring well-known mythical creatures. How's that for a category? And then we present famous US presidents in the second round. Stick around at the end for a short preview and a critical video discussion on some of my recent work. Hey Jen, hey Arena, check in. If you haven't checked in yet in the chat, please do. Say hello. This is where you're going to make some comments and place your guesses. So if you don't know how to do that, time to learn. Okay, let's see if we can fire up our robots for our first round. If everybody's ready to go. Here we go. You know the rules. The category again is famous mythical creatures. Mythical creatures. So good luck with this category. It's from literature and mythology and movies and popular stuff. Probably comic books and things too. Anyway, category is mythical creatures. This first creature is often depicted as having a white coat. It is a symbol of wisdom and fame in Greek mythology. Pretty easy one. We start easy, we get harder. This mythical creature was born from the blood of Medusa. The blood of Medusa. How about that? It is often shown carrying other heroes to battle or aiding them in their quests. So this mythical creature often shows up in other myths. Who knows? There you go. Good job, Jan. Jan has it. This is indeed Pegasus, the famous winged horse. Not only was Pegasus the winged horse and was born of the blood of Medusa, this was when she was slain by Perseus, if you know your mythology. Anyway, that's correct. The first one was indeed Pegasus. Pegasus, famous mythical creatures. All right, Joe has it also. Okay, on to number 2. This creature is associated with fire and the sun. It is said to live for several hundred years before dying. Excuse me. Who knows this mythical creature? Upon its death, it bursts into flames and is reduced to ashes. Bells with the answer. How's it going? Joe Biden. It could be. He's going to need it. From these ashes, it is born anew, known as the Phoenix. It symbolizes immortality and resurrection. The Phoenix is a legendary bird that cyclically regenerates and is otherwise born again from its ashes. And it's also the name of a city in Arizona, where it's also hot. Often hot. Phoenix is indeed the correct answer. All right, you're gonna get harder. You gotta remember your mythology. This creature resides in a labyrinth. A labyrinth. It was born from the union of a bull and a queen. Who dat? That's correct answer from the last one. Now we're on to the next one. And this creature was eventually slain by the hero Theseus. Who knows this one? Who's got this one? Who knows this mythical creature? Slain by the hero Theseus. The labyrinth was built by the craftsman Daedalus. This is known as the Minotaur. That's right, the Minotaur. It was the body of a man and the head of a bull. Anybody remember this one? Remember any of the mythology that has the Minotaur? The Minotaur, a creature with the body of a man and the head of a bull, was kept in the labyrinth designed by Daedalus. All right, let's move on to the next one. I think you guys mostly will know this one. This creature is one of the three sisters known as the Gorgons. One of the three sisters. It was cursed by Athena. Its gaze can turn people to stone. There you go. Who else has it? The hero Perseus defeated this creature. Kind of looks like Maxine Waters, right? Am I right? Or am I right? This one is known as Medusa. She has snakes for hair. Medusa was one of the three Gorgons. Had the power to turn anyone who looked directly at her into stone. Yay! That's her. All right, Jan, you should know this next one. This one was made famous by the lawyer Sidney Powell. That's my own clue. I just made up. Just made that clue. This creature is said to dwell off the coast of Norway and Greenland, both Norway and Greenland. It is known for dragging entire ships and sailors to their doom. Who knows this one? Karen would be a good answer, I think. Stories of this creature have inspired tales of giant sea monsters. It has appeared in various forms of literature and film. There you go, Jan. Oh, that was just a misspelling? That wasn't a joke? The Karen? I thought it was funny. The Kraken, a giant sea monster from Scandinavia folklore, is said to dwell off the coast of Norway and Greenland. The Kraken. Mythical creatures is our category. We do the painting, you do the guessing. This creature is known for posing riddles to travelers. It has the body of a lion. Its face is human, often depicted as female. The most famous version of this creature is found in Greek mythology. There you go. Jan has it. The robots are doing a good job of painting this one. I think the painting is pretty clear. Hey, Susan. Susan has it. What's up tonight? Good to see you. Known as the Sphinx, it guards the city of Thebes. The Sphinx, with the body of a lion and the head of a human, is known for its riddle posed to travelers in Greek mythology. I actually didn't know that. That was number 6. The next one will be number 7 of our famous creatures from mythology. Creatures from mythology. Now this one's been made popular in recent TV shows. This creature is often depicted as having scales and wings. It is known to hoard treasure and gold. In many cultures, it is a powerful and fearsome beast. Yes, it is. It can breathe fire in many mythologies. House of the. There you go. Joe has it. Known as a dragon. It is a legendary serpent-like creature. Dragons are powerful serpent-like creatures found in folklore of many cultures, often depicted as fire-breathing. Robots are doing pretty good tonight, don't you think? Don't you think those robots are painting our creatures fairly clearly? I think so. All right, on to number 8. They get harder. Get ready. That was about the easiest one of the batch. This next creature is said to guard treasures and priceless possessions. It has the body of a lion. Its head and wings are those of an eagle. It is a symbol of divine power in various mythologies. It is a symbol of divine power in various mythologies. Who knows this one? This is slightly more obscure. I think it's the name of a good bar in Las Vegas I know of. No, it's not that, Mary Jo. Not the gargoyle. Although that could just be a mistype. There you go. Doctor. The doctor has it. The griffin, a mythological creature with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle, is known for guarding treasures. The griffin. You learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. All right, next one. I bet you guys know this one. Anybody young in the house, they're going to know it. This creature is often associated with purity and grace. It is typically depicted as a white horse. Who knows this one? How'd this become like the favorite animal of kids these days? Especially some very small children. What's the deal with that? This mythological animal has a single horn on its forehead. Its horn is said to have magical healing properties. There you go, Doctor. Doctor, 2 in a row. Good job. You're first on the board. I'm sure everybody knows this one. Anybody who's got a kid knows this one. That's right. This is known as the unicorn. It is a legendary one-horned creature. The unicorn is an animal depicted as a white horse with a single spiraling horn. Don't forget the spiraling nature of the horn, symbolizing purity and grace. Very good. On to number 10, halfway home. Now let's see who knows this one. This is a little more obscure, but just as scary. This creature guards the entrance of the underworld. Used to have a unicorn tattoo. It is a companion of Hades. This is Hades' companion. It prevents the dead from leaving the underworld. It has a very important job. Doctor! I can always count on the doctor. This creature is often depicted with multiple heads. The doctor has it. Anybody else have it without looking at the answer? A little more obscure name. You kind of all recognize the three-headed dog. Known as Cerberus, it is a three-headed dog. Cerberus, the three-headed dog, guards the entrance of the underworld in the Greek mythology to prevent the dead from leaving. Important job. On to the second half. Number 11. This creature is a member of a primordial race of giants. It is known for its incredible strength and size. The most famous one of its kind was blinded by Odysseus. You guys remember that? That seems like that was even in some childhood stories of mythology, or maybe I'm thinking of a cartoon or something. That's correct. I am right. Or is that a 1? Is that a 1 or an I? You'll have to let me know. This creature has a single eye in the center of its forehead, and it is known as a cyclops. It is a one-eyed giant. That's correct. Cyclops are one-eyed giants in Greek mythology, with the most famous being, who knows the name of the most famous one-eyed giant? Polyphemus. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but Polyphemus, who was blinded by Odysseus. All right, we're already on to the next one. This one's harder. This creature is a fire-breathing monster from Greek mythology, and it's not a dragon. It has multiple animal parts. It is often depicted with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a serpent's tail. Now that's an odd creature. I think my head is blocking the serpent's tail right there. Serpent's tail. Oh, there. Oh, it's way up there. No, it's. You can see it. Who knows this one? The hero Bellerophon defeated it with the help of Pegasus. There was Pegasus helping out again. Who knows this one? Anybody know this one? It's a common name now that means like a animal that has like multiple animals' parts or is a mixed breed or something. The chimera, a fire-breathing creature with the head of a lion and the body of a goat and the tail of a serpent. Moving on, number 13. This creature is a serpent-like water monster, but it is not the Kraken. It is said to live in the lake of Alerna in the Argolid. Gorky Carol. Cutting off one of its heads results in two more growing back. Ooh, that's not a good. Don't cut off a head. Nobody cut. Yes, that's correct. We have the correct answer up there. The doctor's on the board again. The hero Hercules defeated it as one of the 12 of his 12 labors. You remember Hercules' 12 labors? Maybe we'll do a robot speed painting on the 12 labors of Hercules. That ought to be hard. Known as the Hydra, it is a multi-headed serpent from Greek mythology. It was known for its regenerative ability, where cutting off its head resulted in two more growing back. All right, get into some more recent popular creatures. This creature is from Irish folklore. It is said to wail or shriek as an omen of death. How about that? This creature often appears as an old woman or a young maiden. It is usually associated with a family or a specific household. Irish folklore. Doctor! Doctor knows his mythological creatures, let me tell you. Who, what, or where? Maybe we should add to the questions. So where are the most banshees? The banshee from Irish folklore is a wailing spirit whose cries foretell the death of a family member. Ooh, I didn't know that part. You don't want to hear the banshee. You don't want to hear the banshee. I'm too old to play Dungeons and Dragons. I'd like to. Maybe I should learn that. What the heck? This creature is said to inhabit the Himalayan mountains. It is often described as an ape-like being. Who knows this one? We're guessing mythological creatures that are robots are speed painting. So they do the painting, you do the guessing. This creature is also known as the Abominable Snowman. It is similar to the North American Bigfoot, but different. Doctor's almost not fair. Who, what? Where? What happened to when? That's right. This is the Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman. It is a mythological ape-like creature said to inhabit the Himalayan mountains. I think the robots did an excellent job of painting that one. What do you guys think? Pretty good, huh? Very good. Okay, moving on. Next up, you'll all know this one, I betcha. This he hasn't started painting yet. I'll let him paint a little bit. This creature is said to inhabit a freshwater lake. Sightings of this creature date back to the 6th century. 6th century. It is often depicted as a large, long-necked aquatic creature. It is Jacob is on the board. Listen, you were right behind. You were right there. It depends on whose internet was faster, I'm sure. And the doctor has the proper name or the personal name, as does Jacob. Thank you, guys. You guys are all correct. The lake it inhabits is located in Scotland. It is known as the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster, otherwise known as Nessie. It is famous cryptid of Loch Ness. Cryptid or cryptid? How do I pronounce that? Not sure. Loch Ness Monster. That's certainly a famous mythological creature, isn't it? All right, we've just got a few more. Everybody knows this one, I think. This creature is a human that can indeed transform into an animal. Its transformation is often associated with what? The full moon. With the full moon. In its animal form, it is extremely strong and ferocious. Yes, it is quite ferocious. What was that movie, American Werewolf in London or whatever? That was something. Way back in the day. You guys remember that movie? That is correct. Everybody's got this one. Silver is said to be the weakness of this creature, known as the werewolf. It transforms into a wolf. Werewolves are humans who transform into wolves or wolf-like creatures, typically during a full moon. And the robots have even done both versions, the little human and then the bigger werewolf. I think everybody had that one, huh? Famous mythological creatures. Robots paint them, you guess them. We got, three more, I think. This creature is known for drinking the blood of the living. It is often depicted as an undead being. This creature is repelled by garlic and holy symbols. It cannot survive in direct sunlight. Yes, I think I see the correct answer. This one was pretty easy, don't you think? I think everybody's going to get this one. Vampires are undead beings that feed on the blood of the living and are often depicted as aristocratic and nocturnal. Do you agree with that? They're aristocratic? I guess generally they're aristocratic, aren't they? Twilight, yes. That's a different depiction, right? Not really aristocratic. Maybe they are. I guess they are. What's the name of the family? What in the Twilight? The vampire family? I can't remember. Okay, two more. You guys ready? This creature is said to inhabit forests, mainly in North America. Who can tell who it is already? It is often described as a large, hairy, ape-like being. Let me ask this. Who's seen one? Who can say they've seen one? Not me. I don't think. Although I do get that vibe when I'm in the forest, right? Do you guys get that same vibe that you're kind of worried about it a little bit. Sightings of this creature are often accompanied by large footprints. Those are the correct answers. It is also known by another name, which I just saw on the board from Jacob. Sasquatch, known as Bigfoot. It is a legendary creature of North American folklore. Bigfoot or Sasquatch is a large, hairy, ape-like creature said to inhabit the forests of North America. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you ever, when you're like in the deep forest, kind of pretty far out there, especially like backpacking or something, you're wondering, is there any chance, right? Am I right? Or no? I definitely do. All right, we're on to the last one of this round. And this is a hard one. This creature originates from Persian mythology, just to get a little obscure on you. It has the body of a lion and a tail that can shoot poisonous spines. That sounds scary. This creature's head is often depicted as human-like. It is known to devour its victims whole, leaving no trace behind. Who knows this one? From Persian mythology. Sounds like a nasty creature. It shoots spines from its tail, devours its victims without leaving a trace. Who knows? Anybody? Did I finally stump you guys? I like that. I like that. Nobody knows. This creature is known as the Manticore. The Manticore, a creature from Persian mythology, has the body of a lion, a human head, and a tail that shoots poisonous spines. Nasty. I'm glad I stumped you with the last one. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that round. I actually have another round coming right up, so if you'll hang in there, I'll give the robots a little oil, and we'll bring up the next round. Oops, sorry, that was kind of a rough transition. I'm controlling the board. I've got no helpers here. This is a one-man show. Anyway, our second round is 10 popular presidents. So hopefully you'll have fun with this one. This president is the only one to serve more than 2 terms in office. And again, our robots do the speed painting and you guys do the guessing, and we're looking for popular presidents. He was diagnosed with polio in 1921, which left him paralyzed from the waist down. Correct, Jan has it. He led the United States during the Great Depression and most of World War II. His series of programs and reforms were known as the New Deal. I wasn't talking to you, Sari. How about that? Sari just woke up. Sari heard me. That's correct. You guys have this. He famously declared, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." Franklin D. Roosevelt was the only president to serve 4 terms, leading the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II, significantly shaping modern American policy and government structure. Correct. All right, we're guessing famous presidents, and the robots are doing the speed painting, and you guys are trying to beat each other to the punch. This next one is he was only the U.S. president to resign from office. Well, that should give it away right there. Before his presidency, he served as vice president under Dwight D. Eisenhower. Who knows this one? There you go. They all popped. All of them popped on the board at the same time. I don't know who got that one. He indicated. He indicated the. He initiated. There you go. That's the word. The Environmental Protection Agency. Did you know that? 1970. He made a historic visit to China in 1972, opening diplomatic relations. His presidency ended due to the Watergate scandal. And recent disclosures indicate the CIA may have been involved. Look into that. Google that. Richard Nixon was known for his foreign policy achievements, especially détente with the Soviet Union. Everybody got that. Good job. Excellent. Okay, next up. He became president after the sudden death of Franklin D. Roosevelt. He authorized the use of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He introduced the Marshall Plan to aid Europe after World War II. There you go. I see the right answer popping up there. Crooked site. Jan, Mary Jo, everybody's getting it. He recognized the State of Israel in 1948, in case you didn't know that. And he famously declared, "The buck stops here," right here, on Quick Bite History Live. Harry S. Truman was the last president without a college degree. Did you know that? No college degree for Harry. I think the robots did a pretty good depiction. What do you guys think? I don't know, that one eye, though, is a little weird, don't you think? Don't you think that one eye is a little off? Seems a little strange. Anyway, yes, Harry Truman is indeed the correct answer. Okay, next up. This one might be a little harder. He served immediately before, well, this might give it away, though, for everybody that knows their president's real good. He served immediately before Abraham Lincoln. He's the only bachelor president. Did you know that? Who knows this one? His presidency saw the succession of southern states begin. He served as Secretary of State before becoming president. Oh, I do see the correct answer up there a couple times. That is indeed correct. His indecisiveness is often criticized for leading to the Civil War. Now, I haven't exactly heard it that way, but that sounds interesting. James Buchanan is often ranked as one of the least effective presidents in U.S. history, probably because of that, huh? They're saying you caused the Civil War, you're probably not real effective. James Buchanan. Moving on to number 5. We got 10 of these. This is going to make us halfway home. He served as a naval officer during World War II. He was the youngest elected president at the age of 43. Bet you get this one. His presidency saw the failed Bay of Pigs invasion. Everybody know all about that? Correct. Everybody's got this one. I think everybody knows these presidents. Those mythological creatures were a little harder for you. He famously said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." Can you imagine them saying that today? I don't think so. He was assassinated in Dallas, Texas in 1963. Not to bring up the CIA again. They were on kind of a roll through that period of time, weren't they? John F. Kennedy established the Peace Corps in 1961. Who else has a fact about John Kennedy or a memory or something? I definitely remember as like I don't know how old I was, 5 years old maybe. I remember watching the funeral on TV. Quite the spectacle, in black and white, of course. Next up, he was a military officer before becoming president. His campaign slogan was "Tippecanoe and Tyler too." Who knows this? He delivered the longest inaugural address in U.S. history. I'm glad I wasn't there. William. He was the first president to die in office. First president to die in office. His presidency lasted only 31 days, the shortest in U.S. history. Who knows? 31 days. And this is a fun fact. William Henry Harrison caught a cold during his inauguration, which, serves him right for giving the longest speech in history, right? It all makes sense now. And of course, the cold led to his death. So there you go. Now don't get dark, Jay. Don't get dark. All right, everybody's going to know the next one. I'm not even going to give you a clue. We're just going to let the robot paint. You guys guess. Then I'll read you some information about it. Yeah, he died of that same cold that he got given too long a speech at his inauguration. Oh, he got what was coming to him for sure. All right, there you go. Everybody recognizes this portrait for sure. He's got those rosy cheeks like that. You guys familiar with the kid that's supporting Joe Biden on social media? What's the kid's name? Harry something. Anyway, he has these rosy cheeks like Howdy Doody. Anyway, a little bit of information about George. He was the father of his country. He's on the U.S. $1 bill. George Washington voluntarily stepped down after 2 terms, setting the precedent for future presidents. So that's really where it came from. People wouldn't have minded if he stayed on, but he said, no, let's make 2 terms kind of the limit. Thank you, George. Moving on, we've got a few more. This gentleman was vice president under John F. Kennedy. He signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 into law. Who was a Freemason? George Washington? I don't know if I've heard that, but maybe that's true. Who knows this one? He initiated the Great Society programs. He escalated U.S. involvement in Vietnam War. So a little good, a little bad. A little good, a little bad. Talk about a CIA guy. He took the oath of office aboard Air Force One. Lyndon B. Johnson. LBJ. Who knows? Who remembers his wife's name? Or her nickname, maybe. Who knows his wife's name? Ladybird. Ladybird. Lyndon Johnson is best known for greatly expanding the social welfare programs. Okay, next up, a little harder. This guy was the first president born a U.S. citizen. He was the first one who was born a U.S. citizen, as opposed to a British subject. He was a key figure in the formation of the Democratic Party. His nickname was the Little Magician. Who knows? The Little Magician. I didn't know that. His presidency was marred by the Panic of 1837, a financial crisis. Who knows this one? I don't see the right answer up there yet. He served as vice president under Andrew Jackson. Yes, Lady Bird was Johnson's wife's name. Correct, Lady Bird. Just about the coolest redwood forest in California is Lady Bird Grove, I guess it's called. This is Martin Van Buren. Martin Van Buren was known for his skillful political organization and leadership. Now, I doubt if you guys can get this one. He served as U.S. Senator from Illinois before becoming president. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009. He signed the Affordable Care Act into law. He ordered the military operation that led to the death of Osama bin Laden. Oh, bummer. No, Obama was pretty good. I got to say, he was okay. Unless he's still trying to run the show now, then I don't think he's okay anymore. So, there's that. He ordered, let's see, he was the first African-American president of the United States, obviously. He was known for his eloquent speeches. Yes, he was. And his campaign slogan was, who remembers? Oh, Jan's already put it up there. Jan already put his slogan up, and I was going to ask, what's his slogan? You had like telepathy, I think. Correct. Yes, we can was his slogan. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That brings our speed painting to an end. If you stick around, I'm going to play one of my recent short videos that I wanted to get some of you guys' input on. And we'll talk a little bit about that. So anyway, thank you for joining us. If you're leaving us for that's the end of the robot speed painting. And now we'll add a preview. This is one of my recent shorts. It's the story of the first people to migrate to North America over the Bering land bridge.
The clan finally reached the new land, a place both strange and wondrous. Forests of towering trees replaced the endless ice. Rivers flowed, teeming with fish. Ayana marveled at the abundance. They set up a temporary camp, eager to explore. Ayana ventured into the woods, her senses alert. She discovered plants and animals she had never seen before. Each new sight filled her with awe. In a clearing, she found a flower unlike any other, vibrant, beautiful, and full of life. She picked it gently, knowing it was a sign of hope and renewal. Returning to camp, Ayana shared her finds. The clan's spirits lifted. In this new land, they saw the promise of a brighter future.
So anyway, you guys will have to let me know whether you like that or not, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Thanks, Cricket, for joining us. Anyway, that was one of my latest short videos, and it didn't do very well. Now, it was one of the first ones that I've tried to take a little extra attention to turning the historical narrative piece into more of a storyline, and particularly a character-driven storyline. So it's one of 10. There's 10 parts to the story, and it's about a clan that makes the journey from Siberia to North America, and it's the teenage girl that kind of a coming of age as a leader in the clan, and it's all the things that happen along the way, right? The hunting, the fights, and all that. Anyway, I just dropped that was the fourth video, but I'm trying to get a little bit of a narrower niche. I don't want to just do history. I'd like to do more story based history. And so this is an attempt to do that. But to be honest, the algorithm is not treating me very well, or people don't dig it, one or the other. So if you guys have any input on that, that would be great. If you think it's still a good idea, to do that sort of thing, let me know that. But if you could say, yeah, that was boring, it'd be good to know. No, that's boring. I'd rather just have more straight history and that kind of thing. The other thing I do, if you aren't familiar with my stuff, is I'm using all AI generative tools to develop it, and they keep getting better. I don't know if you noticed in that video, there was some pretty darn good AI video in that, and that's getting better and better, like daily. So I would say by the end of the year, you're not going to be able to tell whether something was AI or not. That's a I'm pretty sure that prediction. So that's another part of it, is people are still getting kind of used to or deciding whether they're going to be okay with AI generated graphics or not. Unfortunately, that's all I'm going to do. So if you don't like it, then come back later when you can't tell the difference. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on where I should take my channel, whether you like this idea of these story-based, character-driven development things. If you like that, great. Um, if you think that's kind of a dumb idea and I just stick to more factual history and stuff, let me know that too. Anyway, I see a few comments in here. I'm still looking at yes, we can, of course. More character-driven development. So you like that? So that's good. I like it. It's hard to come across when it's just the 1 minute short video. The way I create these things is I create a bunch of shorts that the graphics are created so they can be either shorts or longs. Because on YouTube you have to rotate the view from vertical to horizontal to do the long form. So that makes it tough if you only film vertical or you only film horizontal. So I film square. I do everything square, and then I crop square, or I mean vertical or horizontal from the square. So you lose less by doing it that way, and it tends to work out fairly well. So anyway, I put 10 of these together into a whole story, and that ends up being about a 10-minute video. The name of the channel is Quick Bite History. It's not let's sit down for a long hour-long documentary. It's let's get a quick bite of history. And so it's 10 minutes. And so that's kind of the idea behind us. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I'll stick with it. If you have any input, you can add them to the comments here. If you ever get a chance, please do check out my channel. And what would really help my channel is if you guys would comment on my long form videos. I'm having real trouble getting much engagement on my long forms. And if every comment is worth another 20 views or something. So if you guys could give me your ideas, give me your comments. If you have questions, if you want to talk something, if you want to tell me how bad AI is and how much you hate AI, that's great. That's engagement. That helps me. So I'd be glad to talk about that. Anyway, go to my long form videos. I have a bunch of new ones. I have ones on all the Native American tribes. We've got Navajos, we've got Cherokees, we've got Anasazi. We'll be coming out with more and more of those. And I'd love to see your comments in the section. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And with that, I'll say goodnight. Night. Thank you.